All right, so this one comes from Darth Whippy. Dear RedWolfVion. He said read, not red, but I understand. I'm just kidding, buddy.
Lame.
RedWolfVion. I'd never leave the house with even more passion if I had this game. I'm intimidated to request a part-by-part build, but could you give this a general idea a try? A hypothetical Neo Titans elite mainline mobile suit based on the Jagged Dogga post-Char's counterattack. What kind of what like the Titans did with combining the best of both sides to make some awesome suits. I love the Jagged Dogga and the Titans. It's like Romeo and Juliet, forbidden fruit. It's so amazing that you asked that, my friend. We're just gonna limit this straight from the get-go, bruh. This is for you, dog.
Twitch is being so their entire interface is busted right now.
And it's just they're adding so much more stuff. It's going to become the point where it's hard to find other things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. It'll get there.
Like your inbox with
It
messages.
used to not be this buggy. Like, I used to be able to go through menus no problem. Now it's like, okay, am I gonna get through this menu? Is the next one actually gonna respond to a click?
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna combine some stuff, boys and gals.
Ah,
Are you okay there, mister?
shut up, let me love.
Just wait and see.
If you learn how to sing, or if you forget how to.
Bro, I can't sing. I just didn't try right now.
Oh.
That's what it was.
My bad. I forgot. That's what they keep telling you, right?
Yeah. That's what I keep hearing.
Let me just.
Bro,
Yes.
I'm thinking about calling my boss tomorrow
Okay.
and talking to him about this whole Charlotte thing.
All right.
But I'm really nervous about it because I don't want to lose my job.
Yeah, that's probably. I honestly see that being more plausible from that. Because anytime they feel like they have to assert themselves, that may happen.
But he can't fire me without reasonable cause.
If he wants to fire you, I'm pretty sure he'll find a reason. As bad as it sounds.
There's no reason. I haven't done anything wrong.
You smell too nice for him. I don't know.
I don't even know what that means.
Man,
So
people, it's like. People do some dirty stuff in the workplace, which
well, if he fires me, I get unemployment. And I get the exact same amount that I'm making now to sit at the house for 3 months. And I can get a job in 3 months.
yeah, that you can.
Well, I've got small stuff I can go back to whenever I want to.
Stuff on the side, yeah.
Yeah, like I can go back to 2 things right now that pay $14 an hour
Drugs, what else?
just to go off on. You
Oh.
know,
Yeah.
do I want to do them? I don't want one of them. I don't mind. One of them I'd rather not. But whatever. As I know I can go back to that knock technician where I'll just answer phones all day. I can go back to that anytime I wanted to.
Mm.
And I got another job. It's anyone can get it as long as you have an internet connection. You can go on and be a phone support guy from your house for $14 an hour. No, wait, it's like $12.50, $13. I think it's based on experience, but it starts at $12.50.
You just do it from. I think that's what Jason does. Remember, he'll come over, he'll bring his laptop and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, like,
I mean, I got that kind of stuff I can go back to anytime. But I just need to. I've got a lot of resumes out, and I put even more out today. So I should probably just wait. I just have questions. It's like, why do you why is the expectation there? What happened in North Carolina that made you think this was needed?
An okay thing to do.
Because it just doesn't make sense. I've talked to the other managers, and they don't go to every school like this. They tell me it's weird. I'm like, I know. I just don't know how to say that to Mike.
Seems like it's the kind of person that would, I don't know. From what you explained, it definitely sounds like the kind of person that would not throw shade, but like I said, they feel like they'll have to assert themselves, or like they would automatically jump into like some almost confrontational stance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of what he did.
He's like, "Oh no, it's gonna get me! I gotta end this."
I don't get it. I'm a nice guy. I mean, I've talked to him throughout the last couple years. I mean, nothing's ever been bad until he gave me that call yesterday. I'm like, what the hell, bro? I'm about to chop you in the throat.
And you didn't talk to him at all.
Today, no. We were in a 3-hour meeting today.
That doesn't sound fun at all either.
Because I mean, I go down to train this guy, and I'm like, well, how do you expect me to train him when you've got me in a meeting for 3 hours?
Yeah.
There's nothing like, I have to send him off with another tech that I should be doing that job. So I should be walking around training the guy, introducing him to everybody, not the other tech. The other tech should be at the other school. But for 3 hours, I cannot have the new guy sitting there next to me in a meeting. He needs to be off working, figuring stuff out.
Yeah.
Learning who these people are. They need to learn who he is. I'm like, I could have stayed at my house today and I would have gotten just as much done. 3 hours doesn't sound like much.
No, it's
like you can't do anything at the beginning of the day. You can't do anything at the end of the day because it's 3 full hours.
Yeah. It cuts into time for, like you said, either part A or part B of the day. Oh, trust me, I know. All too well.
Like, so I drove 4 hours today, and I spent 3 hours in the meeting while I was actually in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? Where's the thought process here? Like, where are we ending up at? So stupid. But my boss is definitely the guy that he sees the. I've told you before. He sees the job that needs to be done, not the person that's doing it.
Right.
He's like, the job needs to be done. If you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna find someone else that can. Which I guess is the right attitude, but it's stupid. Hello, have some respect for the people that work for you, bruh.
Man, see, that's what some of those kind of mindsets are like real iffy.
Yeah. What's up, Fred?
What up, lad? Just the man we need to talk to, right there, boy.
Fred, I need you to say something to Ubisoft. Be like, hey, I got this dude trying to get in here for this IT position. Start slapping people in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Tell him your ordeal. Altogether.
Ordeal.
Yeah, your ordeal. Or your internal.
My ordeal? Oh, Fred doesn't. Oh, that's right.
I tried to tell him that I was like, I can't explain it right. Just you have that passion because that shit happened to you. So yeah.
So Fred, yesterday I get a call from my boss, right? And he's like, hey, this is how the conversation starts. He says, hey, I think there's been a lack of communication between us. And I blame myself. I'm like, okay, well, what do you got? And he says, the expectation for this job was for me to be in Charlotte every day. I'm like, every day? Like Monday to Friday, every day? This dude says, yeah, every single day you need to be at one of the schools in Charlotte. Because I had emailed him over the weekend saying, hey, I need a hotel for the rest of the week down in Charlotte so I can train this new guy. And he called me, when he called me yesterday, he said that's not going to happen. So they're not going to pay for my gas. They're not going to pay for a hotel. He just wants me in Charlotte every day. And he says that it's my fault because I agreed to this. I'm like, the hell I did not? Are you serious? Why the hell would I have agreed to be in Charlotte every single day? Who does that? And I told you, I think Fred, you know, that me and Trina were supposed to move down there. And I said, since you guys aren't going to help me financially, I'm not going to spend $3,300 to break a lease to move down there. I don't have the money for that. I can't do that. Like, I absolutely 100% cannot do that. And he brought that up yesterday on the phone. He's like, I guess you chose to not move down here for personal reasons, but you said you could still get the job done. I was like, yeah, but at the time, you didn't tell me the job was going down to Charlotte every day of the week. And then he said something about if I can't do it, we have to talk about employment status or opportunity, whatever. I'm like, dude, are you blackmailing me right now to be in Charlotte every day? If I just choose to be at Cardinal or up in Cary one day, you gonna fire me? Is that how this is gonna work? That's when he pissed me off. Bruh. Never had a bad conversation with that dude till yesterday when he says we're gonna have to talk about employment. Like, dude, I will kill you. I'll drive to Florida right now and kill you, bro. I'll push you down some steps. Bust his head on the ground. Bah! Can't stand that mess. Did I miss anything?
That sounds pretty correct. Happy Wednesday!
It's so useless for me to be down there every day. It doesn't make sense. All the texts that I've told says, why are you going to be here every day? We don't need you down here. Like, I know. Trust me. I know. And this dude says about So, I was told before I got in the position, it was going to be a tier 2 position. I'd be doing some tier 2 technical stuff where it's not boring changing hard drive screens and talking to teachers. It's doing the higher level stuff like adding accounts, you doing security policies and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, cool. This will be good experience. Now it's just PR. I'm there to walk around the building and talk to the principals and let them know, hey, your tech's doing a great job and he's working his best to fulfill his duties on site on all the projects that you want and everything else. That's my job. I'm like, are you serious, bro? I don't want to do that. I want to be a tech. You told me I'd be doing tech stuff, not walking around talking to people all day about how good someone else is doing. Stupid. Just stupid. So, Fred, I got a question for you if you're still out there. You haven't said anything yet, but I'm asking you anyway. And anyone else that's out there, would you just heard everything I just said, would you call him back and talk to him about it? Be like, why do you want me in Charlotte every day? Like, it just doesn't make sense. I can do my job from the house, really, and if there's an issue, I can go down there and help out.
Have one yes.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not alone, because I'm not trying to seem confrontational either. Like, I don't want to fight my boss. I could get fired.
I'm pretty sure you could. Yeah, pretty sure.
But
2 yeses.
I want to know the reason. Talk to higher up. But the only guy above him is the guy that runs all of IT, and he's an idiot. This guy thought it'd be a great idea to block all traffic from Russia and China because he's a military guy and he's paranoid that they're gonna find something in the school that they can't have. I'm like, the only thing that's secure in these schools that shouldn't be looked at by the public is student records. He's probably filling a bureaucrat quota or something. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Like, none of the other managers have to do this kind of thing. You're right. It doesn't make any sense.
It sucks.
I'm like, I just want to tell him, can we compromise? I'll go to Charlotte 2 to 3 days a week. Even 3 days a week is fine. But 5 days a week is insane, dude.
Bro, like it feels like you're kind of being set up.
I am being set up. I know. Because what's going to end up happening, I'm going to drive to Charlotte. I'm going to sit in an office all day writing emails and checking tickets of my other techs. And I'm going to drive 2 hours to go back home. I will have never seen anybody. That's most of my job. Just reporting. Writing emails back and forth to all these people. You're being paid to do nothing, but I'm not allowed to do anything else. I mean, I'm supposed to, well, I can cover for my techs that are out sick or something like that. I need to hire and train guys. I do need to be talking to the principals and all that for projects and all. Like, I do a lot. But it's not necessary for me to drive somewhere else to do that when I can just drive 10 minutes to a school that I used to work at, do everything from my computer there. It just doesn't make sense for me to drive 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 hours, depending on what school I'm going to. Like, I don't get it! I don't get it! Blue Vegas, go ahead, man. Derail me. Do it now. Do it now. Hurry, quick, before I lose my mind.
He already lost it.
No one outside of IT can manage IT. Well, here's the thing. The business managers, which is pretty much the HR person for the schools, and like the technicians at the school do not work for the corporate office, which I'm a part of now. The technicians work for the school. Their boss is the principal and the business manager, or HR rep, pretty much. I'm there for them to report to and be just the face of IT, a face of corporate for the principals or for the higher ups at those individual schools. So the principals and HR business manager or whatever, they should be the ones managing the technicians in the school. They manage the time and everything, but they have no idea what IT means, you know what I'm saying? So they can't actually manage them. They could just tell them what they want done. But they have no gauge of if it's getting done or not. Next door colleague students come up to her saying how a kid was looking up inappropriate things on the iPad. Lock that mess down, bro. Blue Vegas, you're an IT guy, right?
Yeah. Can't remember. He works at a school as well.
That's what I thought. He works at a school. But I don't think he ever said if he was IT or not. I don't know.
Well, he can relate to one of us, I'm sure. One of us being you.
Bro, here's the thing about my boss right now that really confuses me. He keeps saying this stuff to me. He's like, you need to be proactive. You need to catch problems before they happen. I'm like, dude, I'm in IT. When something breaks, I fix it. How are you proactive to that? Let me change this hard drive. I feel like it's gonna break. Does that make sense?
Proactive, bro.
IT is a reactive business. You're not proactive. You put processes in place so when something does go wrong, people can get to you in a simple, efficient manner. I go over there, I fix it, and I go back to my office. But he wants me to be proactive. I just don't understand what you mean. If corporate was doing their job already, all the processes would be in place. People would know exactly what they need to be doing, and we wouldn't have an issue. But proactive, what is? I don't understand that. And he keeps equating the job to some weird things. Like one time, it was a paramedic. Yesterday, it was the Matrix, red pill, blue pill kind of thing. Like I don't know what you're saying to me right now. And it was something else before that. What was it? Oh, before that, it was the janitors, the facility crew. I'm like, I feel like my boss is a motivational speaker that doesn't actually do anything with IT. But he's not good at motivational speaking. IT business defies all business norms, knows outside, don't get it. You're right. You're absolutely right. Because IT is a bunch of nerds that just know how to do their job. And that's where that stops. We kind of just make up what we do during the day because there's no I'm not gonna say there's no structure to what we do. It's just
it varies day to day.
It does. Like you can't you're not gonna know what you're gonna do from the day to day. You're right.
Because what you mentioned that your day is pretty much based off of what in the hell breaks.
Yeah. It's like what's gonna go wrong today? What do I need to fix?
And then
there's no way to predict that unless it's a definite issue.
Yeah. Or unless it's like, okay, a lot of shit broke at once, so I'm gonna have to prioritize what gets fixed.
Yeah. Like here's the thing, all of our servers and everything are managed at the corporate office. So there's no possible way for me to be proactive because I don't see the stuff. How am I going to know if the network's going to go down? How am I supposed to catch that before it happens when corporate's the only one that sees it? Barnacle, the IT department did not care about your school then, because if it took 3 months, 3 months is way too long.
Yeah. It goes to show, man. In some cases, if you know what you're talking about or know what you're doing and people just fail to ignore you because you don't have a position, it's pretty far-sighted. It's very unfortunate, especially for your IT junkies out here. And I realize this guy has like no HP, but hopefully we won't die too bad or too fast. Oh!
Even 2 months is too much. Like if there was an issue and all the computers were failing on the first day, it should have been fixed in that week. At least at the school I work at, because our schools are very technology based. So that Blaze Blue tournament's this weekend?
Yep. So what I was gonna do, because there's actually like some gaming thing in Raleigh. I think I might go up to Raleigh to check that out. Again, this is you know, tentative. If something happens and I don't go to bed until like real late, and go check it out in Raleigh and just go by the game. It's like the tournament's around the same time. So I'm like, now that I know that, I'll have to freaking get there 7 hours early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not only that, but I'm bringing my console. Because mofos, dude. Mofos.
Fred, I can understand being proactive to a point. But there's a certain point where you can no longer be proactive. The only proactive kind of stuff that I can do is, I don't even know. It's like right when something happens, right when I catch word of anything, I can go straight to the principal and explain exactly what's going on. Like, hey, this is about to happen. We've seen some symptoms of this. Like, the network maybe going off and on or something, you know? But at a certain point, you can no longer be proactive because there's nothing to be proactive with. People do not come to IT unless something is broke. I mean, I'm doing everything the dude says I need to do. It's just the part that he's telling me to drive to Charlotte every week or every day during the week doesn't make sense. If I didn't have to do that, I'd be totally fine. I would stay at this job. But that's insane. That's unrealistic.
Will Fates find another job? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z!
I'm gonna find another job. This is just, I don't understand, dude.
You're doing just point, aim, and get the hell out.
I just need someone to call me back, though. Like, I'm sending a ton of resumes out. I just need... I need something that pays what I need to pay, obviously. I mean, say 2 days a week, and in case of an emergency or someone being out, I'll head down there during the day. I have no problem with that. I'm not going every day. That's ridiculous.
That is pretty crazy, dude.